Earlier this week there was a post on the forum from Robin asking how to prevent the scroll to top on a parent page after form submission. And what we mean by this is where you have a fairly standard grid. If you scroll down and edit one of the records near the bottom, if this form that's editing the record is set to redirect to parent, when you submit, the page will reload and it will take you back to the top. So now I need to scroll back down again to edit the next record. So I did put on my reply that you could use KTL to do this, but having thought about it a bit more over the past 2 days, I thought I'd show you how to do this really quickly. So let me dive in and show you the next steps. If you head over to the KTL configurator, put a link in the description. This was created by Norman at Cortex R&D. You need to leave the first few options checked, so include the loader needs to be ticked, and I'd recommend leaving the show app info and the KTL. Everything else I would untick. So with the exception of the first 3 checkboxes, I've gone through and unticked all of the main feature switches. This will keep your Knack application as native as possible. And you can obviously come back and toggle these back on at a later date. All it's actually doing is setting a flag to either true or false. So scroll to the bottom, there's lots of things here, but all we need to do is hit the generate configuration. And this will give us the code, which we can click copy to clipboard. And head over into my Knack application and go to API and code and go into my JavaScript. Now, I've already got some JavaScript here, and I've set this up specifically because most people probably do have snippets of JavaScript they picked up over time. So what I'm going to do is just put some blank carriage returns in here, and I'm going to paste that configuration in. And all I need to do then, where Norman's put your app specific code goes here, is I just put some returns in, and I'm then going to select all of my code beneath, Control and X, and then I'm going to Control and V and paste it in. So it sits inside the last bracket. I'm now going to just Control A to select everything, right click and save format document. And now you can see that everything sits inside KTL because this is the bottom bracket. And I can click on Save My Code. Before we continue any further, it's important to add the developer role to your account. If you don't have a developer role, simply add a new role, call it developer, and assign that to yourself. We head over into the live app and do a refresh. You'll then see in the top right hand corner the KTL version. As of today, we're on 29.3. And you can click on it and it will pop up this toolbar here, which there's a number of things here which are out of scope for this particular video. So I'm just going to click to the side to close that. There's a very vibrant GitHub community of people that are using KTL, so it's definitely worth checking that out. I'll put a link in the description. And the thing I want to show you here is the keywords. There's a list of all the keywords, and the one we're looking for is _CMR, which stands for Close Modal and Refresh Parent Views. And it can be used in various different ways, but I'm just going to use it in the most simple way, and you can obviously read more about it here. Heading back over into the builder, I'm just on my breeds table, and I want to target the edit link. This is the modal pop-up form that edits my record. I'll click on the form and I'm going to change the way that the form submits, changing it from redirect to parent to just show a message. Now you won't actually see the message. I'm going to save that and click on the form again and go to settings, and in the description I'm going to put _CMR for close modal refresh. I'm going to save that, go back to my live app and do a refresh on my live app, and now I'm going to scroll to the bottom here and I've got a record for a pug, and I'm going to edit that record and I'm going to call it pug01 and submit. And you'll notice my page stays where it is, but the record updates without scrolling back to the top. So I'm going to change that to pug02 and submit, and then once again that updates without me scrolling. So it's refreshing the table. In fact, the CMR code that I'm using would also refresh any details views on this page as well. If you come back to the GitHub page, you'll see here that you've got various ways you can use it. On list views to refresh the parent, no parameter will refresh all views. So you can actually put in the view number or the title number. But I'm just using it in the most basic sense, _CMR, and it saves a lot of time, makes the user experience much cleaner and much more slick. I hope you found that of interest. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.